Good morning, everybody, and welcome to our second full day of renovations that are now completed. I think it would be great for you to see the progress that was made. It's pretty overwhelming because so much has happened so fast, but as you can see, I am, still here in my living room that is completely protected from all the dust, which actually I probably overdid it because these contractors that we have are extremely neat and clean, and they have plastic up, and they're really blocking all the dust from leaving the kitchen and entering the rest of the house. But I'm a little crazy, and I have this a lot of newly upholstered furniture and some velvet furniture, and I just didn't want it to get full of dust, to a point where I can't clean it. So anyway, I thought that you might want to come and take a look. As you can see now, in my living room is my refrigerator. This is my old refrigerator. The new one hasn't arrived yet, of course. I'm not even sure if that's in stock yet. The supply chain problems, this is a serious problem in our country, and you just can't get basic needs. So I think I ordered our appliances almost 8 months ago. And as far as I know, my stove is in, my dishwasher is in, and the microwave is in. I don't think that the fridge is in yet. I don't think that there's any kind of an ETA, when it's gonna arrive. So for now, this is in my living room, which is just fine because it's close to our little, makeshift kitchen right there in our sunroom. But if you want to follow me, so here's the plastic that we have set up, and this is between the two rooms. Now, wait till you see this room. So look at this. We are down to the studs in just one day. It's really, I'm really kind of overwhelmed that it's down so far. So but this is where the desk was. It's completely gone. The window and the door are staying there, of course, and the shutters are staying. But if you come in here, you can see that they have taken the walls and the ceiling up to the studs. Now, I guess we have a little bit of a surprise here. This is space over here is where our refrigerator is going to go. It was over here on this wall, but we're gonna move it here now. And we wanted this whole wall to be open. So this, they're gonna have to redirect so that we have more space. And that this, I think they're gonna just curve it down here and then straighten it up so that it's hidden behind the wall so that it's not gonna interfere with our counter space. Okay, so over here, part of what I really wanted to do was to widen this doorway or eliminate this wall entirely. And let me caution you, when you're looking for contractors, we had spoken to our original contractor that we got as a reference from a very close friend, and he had done some work for them, and he's done some great work for them. So we didn't even question using him. And we should have, because not all contractors, have the same rapport with their clients, and not all contractors, not all clients have the same experience with their contractors. So he had made some promises when he came in to bid on our kitchen. And now we've learned that these are things that, really would never have been able to have been accomplished. But I think he would have just charged us the money that he said that he would, then increased it later, telling us that we couldn't do it. So anyway, be leery of who you hire and who you bring into your home, because just really read references well. In this case, I decided to go with a contractor who our kitchen cabinet designer works with. I felt more confident that you know, they've had a lot of experience, and if anything went wrong, that she would be able to back us up. And so far, he's been extremely professional. He didn't even ask us for any kind of a deposit until a week before we started working on this, which is pretty amazing in today's market. So you know, just another note of a concern. The original contractor that was referred to us by our friend, he wanted a $10,000 deposit a good 9-10 months before the project was even going to begin. And like idiots, we gave him the $10,000 deposit. And in the meanwhile, we had him do some other work for us while we were, you know, trying to get our supplies together, appliances and tiles and flooring, and we couldn't get it all together because of, you know, COVID and the supply chain. And he would not refund our $10,000. While we were waiting for these things to come in, we gave him other work to do to fill his time, so that his time wouldn't just be wasted that he had set aside to do our kitchen. And the work that he did in that space was really not professional, and we've had to hire other contractors to come out and repair his work, as well as plumbers, and it has cost us so much additional money. Yeah, so, you know, we wasted a lot of money and a lot of time with him, and he wouldn't refund our deposit, and he didn't complete the job that we did pay him for. We had to go back and hire other contractors to fix the work that he did here. And like I said, we had to hire a plumber to fix it. We probably, I don't know how much we spent. It was just a crazy amount of money for the renovation that he did do. So just be very careful, check all of the references, and try to, you know, pick your contractor on a reliable source. I mean, I got mine from a really close friend that I've known my whole life. But like I said, you know, their experience with him was completely different than our experience with him was. So anyway, he had said initially that this whole wall could be removed. Everything from the plastic all the way over to the corner. Well, we have since learned, number one, in order to have done that, we would have had to have hired an architect, which, you know, would have been more money. And we would have needed a permit from the city. And he never got a permit for any of the work that he did, nor did he ever say that we would need an architect. So once we hired the new contractor and we learned all this, we learned that we can't take this whole wall down, which is really a shame. But we can go as far as to this stud. So that's, you know, 6'10", that's a big distance. And we can go all the way up to the rafters. So we can eliminate like this big whole roofing, this big whole square here, this big top of this, and which will really open up the space nicely. Not as much as I wanted, but I think that it's gonna be pretty great. And it'll give us some more space on the floor if we put our island, and we have, you know, chairs. Last island, we could only have 2 chairs. It was a teeny island. This one, I'm hoping to get 4 good size, you know, counter stools around. So anyway, it's coming along. And so yeah, you can see all the grease and grime is gone, and all the old tiles are gone. And the next question that we are going to deal with now is the floor. So here is our old floor. There's nothing wrong with our floor, other than, you know, the parts that are going to be damaged from this, but we are in a bit of a quandary, and I'm not really sure what we're going to do about it. This floor, we have slowly added to every room in our house over the last, you know, 25 years. I don't know what was wrong with me. I just kept putting more of it in because we had so many rooms with it. We honestly just completed adding this flooring to the upstairs bedrooms 2 years ago. And you know, it's thousands of dollars. Well, and now that we're doing this renovation on the kitchen, I am realizing that this floor is outdated and it's in fine condition. It has held up extremely well. It doesn't fade, it doesn't do anything because it was pre-finished, solid wood. But you know, now I would like a different floor. And we priced it out to do the first level of our house. And this is just a normal, I don't know how many square feet we have, but it's a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath house. It's a normal suburban house. To do one floor was $30,000 with new hardwood. And we just don't know if we want to put that kind of money into this house. Yet we feel like, you know, this is a sizable space here that we're gonna have to replace the flooring. I mean, the whole kitchen has to be replaced, or a big chunk of it. I mean, it's a good amount of space. And so we have to replace the majority of this floor anyway. And so what do? Do we put in just buy this same old floor again and replace it? Do we put in tile? Do we put in a whole new wood floor just in the kitchen? Do we put in a whole new floor on the whole first floor, because we have a staircase and we have an upstairs too? I mean, to put a whole new floor in is a massive renovation and a big financial commitment. And like, you gotta move, you know, all your furniture out of your house. So this is a lot of stress and a lot of money and a lot of decisions. So honestly, I don't know that we have made this decision yet. I'm gonna go to the flooring store today and try to talk and see, because the floor that I have found that I like, that is more affordable, you know, I'm worried if we don't buy it all now, that it will be discontinued if we want to add on to it next year or in 6 months. Or I'm also worried that the dye lot will change. But we don't want to spend an additional $60,000 or $30,000 right now on one floor, and then the upstairs is like, you know, another $50,000. So it's just, no, the upstairs, I'm sorry, 30 downstairs and another 20 upstairs. That's $50,000 just in wood floors. So, and we were putting in the kitchen. We've renovated our bathrooms already. We put in a whole new patio, fire pit area, fountain, all new front porch, all new front sidewalk. So, you know, how much is enough? How much is too much, especially since the market is shifting? Anyway, so you're gonna have to, you know, just keep watching, and I'll let you know what we decide. We're having a lot of discussions about this. But for now, you know, I think this is like some incredible progress in a day. And the contractors are going to be showing up here any minute, and I'm so excited to see what's going to happen today. I know tomorrow sounds like a fun day because they're going to map everything out. They're going to, you know, like place where the island's going to go, and where the appliances are going to go, and where the lights are going to go. And so we're going to have a better visual of what's going to fit where, and that will help me a lot. You know, kind of sort out the last pieces of things that I need to buy, including counter stools, and then we have to decide on the floor, and I have to make a final decision on the tiles. So there's a lot for you to come back and watch. I will say that I have a unique style that probably everybody today wouldn't like. I love very vintage European sort of things. I love to go to France and Italy, and I'm hoping that this kitchen can sort of have a French farm, Italian farm flair. So it's not going to be your run-of-the-mill kitchen with a waterfall island and a granite countertop. I don't do things like that. So it's gonna be different, and I think it's gonna be fun if you wanna just hang around and watch.